All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sean Cornelli, and I just wanted to take you guys on a quick tour of BlueHarvest 3 that we just released today. And again, I just want to remind you and just kind of keep you up to date on the whole process here. I started developing BlueHarvest a year ago, this August, actually. August of 2011 is when BlueHarvest, the first line of code was written. And we're now on our third version, and we've got thousands of people using it and tens of thousands of student records. And we're just super pumped about the idea that we're changing the way that people think about grading. And to me, that's the greatest honor in all of this, and the greatest, I mean, it's just mind blowing to imagine that this weird Twitter blogosphere community, that this is what grew out of it, and some of these ideas, and I couldn't be more pumped, guys. But anyways, let me take you through the features here. And most of these are ones that you guys suggested, so thank you so much. The first, and I think the coolest one, is what I call the queue, or the unseen. And so you see here, what we've got here is a little tab that says, you've unseen 0 comments, which means nothing has happened. And we're logged in here as a guy named V. Patel. And we're going to log in as one of his students. In fact, we're going to log in as one of his students, Rafael Nadal here. And I'm going to pull up Firefox, and we've got Firefox going here. We're logged in as Rafael Nadal. And I'm going to leave a comment under jumping rope. Let's see, this is a skill I want him to have. And Nadal says, I jumped for 30 minutes. Whoops. And my heart rate was, 100 beats per minute. Okay, so we're talking about jumping rope for some reason. And I leave that comment. And now if I go back over to V. Patel's account, I can actually check out my unseen and see, oh man, I have a new comment. And boom, I can open it up and see that Rafael Nadal talked to me. And in a way, this is going to, I think, really, really, really help speed up the workflow of working in BlueHarvest. So I don't have to manage a bunch of emails or text messages. I can just kind of say, oh, in BlueHarvest, here's all the things. I just need to go through each of these and respond to them. If I click on it, boom, I'm right to his jumping rope thing, but now I'm talking as V. Patel. And I can leave a comment. Obviously, your comments are a little more meaningful than this. I'm just, showing you how it works. And there we go. Cool, keep going. So that's the first big feature, is what I call the queue. And now it's back to 0, because we've seen it already. And I'm really excited about that, because I was super unorganized last semester, I'm not going to lie. If we see here, most of these menus are exactly how you remember them. But we have some new things here in account options. And one of the hugest new things is that we have archiving and backup. And archiving and backup are the way that you change semesters. So if I want to archive some data, I go in here and I say archive my class. So go ahead and stick it on the shelf. And it's all backed up for me. And I can see here I have an archive from the 19th of August, which is today, at 20:35, which is literally this minute. And I can reload that whenever I want. And you can see I have archives from other earlier today as well, of things that I've changed. I can then feel free to go in now, knowing that my account is safe, and destroy my account. Literally type the word destroy. And boom, everything is reset. I've got no data. And now I can start adding kids again, and doing all add modify students, add modify my standards, and have all my new classes and have BlueHarvest look all clean for them. But I'm like, oh man, I'd really love to go back and see what was going on last semester. I can go ahead and archive and back up and grab that last archive, and my whole thing is reinstated. Everything comes back. So let's bump back to my current BlueHarvest, where I've got nothing loaded in. A few things that we've also added here is we've added a numbers view. So if you'd like to add numerical grades, you can do that now, and it has you can see here I have nothing in my account anymore. But if I load back up my old account, I can play around with those numbers if I feel like it. And I can look at numbers view, and I can see here that in my old archived account from last semester, I've got some grades pumped in here. And this is kind of a big grid. I can filter that if I want, to just the programming standards, which evidently I haven't added any grades. Maybe my pottery class, yeah, I've only graded one thing. And but again, the experiment of BlueHarvest is, can we really minimize these numbers? And you can see here that when you're invited to leave a comment, you're invited to leave something way more important than just this number grade in this field here. You're invited to leave a text comment, an audio, a video, or a photo, or upload a file, or insert a link. Do those things that really make it a rich conversation. And on the parent side, which you saw over here with Nadal's, this is what the parents see as well. They can put in comments. They can't put in scores, but they can put in comments and take video and audio. So let's say you're a music teacher and you want to see a kid practicing. They can put that right in here. And that's really what we're trying to do with BlueHarvest. We're not trying to change everything. We're not trying to replace your grade book. But we want to have a really well facilitated conversation. And that's what we think we're getting. So those are the new features of the new BlueHarvest. And we hope you like them. Feel free to ask us any questions. Email me at sean@blueharvestfeedback.com. And we'd love to talk to you about it, about anything you're doing or how you're hacking BlueHarvest and using it for completely other things. That would be fantastic too. All right, guys, have a great night. Thank you so much. We'll see you on Twitter.